Okay, so I have a question for you guys. Uh, what is your top five shows that got cut off, in your opinion, that got cut off too early and should have deserved more seasons? Let me tell you my top five. Um, Number one, let's go in like alphabetical order. Number one, Broke. I don't have the DVD for this, mainly because there never was a DVD release. And that kind of pisses me off. It's on digital, but it's a show with Polly Perrette and who's in NCIS. And she played Abby from NCIS for the first 15 seasons. The show was pretty much about her uh, living life with her living her life with her only son in a in an apartment. And while she's not filthy rich, she is just she has enough to live by. And that's when her uh sister and her sister's husband and their butler shows up on their door unexpectedly and says, "Hey, we know we were rich, we had a lot of money, but now we're broke, and we need a place to stay until we can get back up on our feet." The show was super funny. It lasted only one season and was canceled after, well, guess what? COVID affected that show. So it only had 13 episodes, and really, I think we should have gotten to season two. That show was hilarious, it was funny, and I'm so pissed there's no DVD release for that show. But hey, at least I have it on digital, so that's all I can say. Maybe it's C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. Okay, next. Lie to Me. This show. This show is about this guy who is a psychologist analyst who can spot instantly if you're lying, even if it's just a eyebrow twitch or a shoulder movement. He can spot instantly if you're lying, and so he helps solve and investigate cases. The show ran for 3 seasons, and while it didn't give us like a cliffhanger, you could tell that the writers wanted to do more with the characters, and they wanted to do more and whatnot. But yeah, it's just a show I just wish we got more seasons of. But yeah, it ran for 3 seasons, and I think we should have gone that fourth. Next we have here is Touch. No. Well, yeah, Touch. I'm going wrong in the alphabetical order. Touch here. This show. This show ran for 2 seasons. That is a fucking crime. That is a crime. This show was the show that meant so much to me growing up. It was about this mute autistic kid who had the abilities to not only communicate through numbers, but he also has the ability to see patterns through numbers, which allows him to predict the future. And because of that, a filthy rich company called Astercore is wanting to exploit his abilities and everyone else who has his abilities. And we also meet through a whole bunch of random crazy scenarios too. Like we have a crazy guy who wants to kill everyone who has the abilities. And a whole bunch of other like fucking crazy shit happens. But it was the show that meant a lot to me, as it was the first show that I saw where the lead character was autistic. And I saw the show at the same age that the main character was, which was 11. It's a show that means a lot to me, and I'm so pissed, even though it ended in 2013, so like, what, fucking 12 years ago? I'm still pissed Fox canceled it. And I want there to be a comeback. Oh well. Next, we have here Tony and Ziva. I will never understand why this got canceled. This was a fucking Tony and Ziva show. Look, I will never understand why Paramount wants to continue NCIS Origins, a show where we know so much about Gibbs, to the point where, why is this show even existing? And then you create Tony and Ziva, where we want to know what happens to Tony and Ziva, and then you cancel it! That's just stupid. So Tony and Ziva, it literally just follows Tony and Ziva now that they're retired. And yeah, I think it should have gone more seasons. It does wrap up everything nicely, though. It is a nice little mini-series, but still, it's stupid. And the last one here. seaQuest DSV. Imagine if you mixed NCIS, Men in Black, and Star Trek all into a blender. It's literally just this team of investigators who work on a submarine underwater, and they investigate murders, espionage, and underwater extraterrestrials. Nothing much about it. It ran for 3 seasons. And yeah, I think that's just a show that I loved. I think it was so storytellingly brilliant. And I wish that we got more seasons of that, because yeah. What's your top 5? Put it down below.